tech companies are playing a new kind of IPL game where they are buying AI coders and engineers instead of players. And the most expensive acquisition till now is reported to be somewhere around 17,000 crores. Who is this person and where has all this money gone? We'll talk more about that on the show today. Plus, Tesla is finally here in India and many people are excited about it. A look at the tech of the car and more on the show. You are watching Tech Today with Cyrus, and let's kick things off with the top tech headlines of the week.
Google sets date for Pixel 10 launch. Google has officially announced its Made by Google event for August 20 in New York City, where you can expect the full Pixel 10 lineup, including the base model, Pro, Pro XL. It is also expected that the foldable Pro Fold alongside new Pixel Watch and Pixel Buds will also be launched. Pre-orders begin the same day with shipping estimated around August 28. It's shaping up to be a big moment for Google's hardware ambitions. Intel confirms 5,000 job cuts this week. Intel has stepped up its layoff plan, cutting 5,000 jobs across the US this week, more than 4,000 previously reported. Most affected are back-office teams in California, Oregon, Texas, and Arizona. The move follows a $1.6 billion quarterly loss and is a part of cost-cutting under new leadership. Despite ongoing chip demand, Intel is streamlining operations to stay competitive in tough markets. Elon Musk's AI chatbot, Grok, has added new animated AI companions, including a gothic-style anime girl named Annie, available to Super Grok subscribers for $30 per month. She's styled with corsets and fishnets, sparking buzz and memes online. Another quirky companion is a foul-mouthed cartoon fox named Bad Rudy. Musk describes it as a soft launch of companions, which users will be able to customize in the future. Google is giving Indian students aged 18 plus a free one-year subscription to its Gemini AI Pro plan, which is normally worth 19,500 rupees. The offer includes access to Gemini 2.5 Pro, deep research, notebook LM enhancements, and 2 TB cloud storage. It's designed to support homework, research, and creative projects. Students need to register by September 15th, 2025 via Share ID to claim this powerful AI toolkit. Meta AI's fun new feature, Imagine Me, is now available in India via Instagram, Messenger, and WhatsApp. With this feature, you need to send a selfie and text prompt like "Imagine me as a superhero" and get personalized AI-generated images in different styles and scenes. It's rolling out this week, giving users a creative way to see themselves in cool new worlds without leaving chat.
Now this one is big indeed. After countless rounds of yes and no's, it's finally happened. Tesla is here in India, and not with just a showroom or some future roadmap, but with an actual car that you can buy and drive on the roads. Now, the Tesla Model Y, this is the big one. It has officially launched in India, and the company has opened its very first showroom in Mumbai, with another opening in Delhi very soon. You can even experience the car right there in the showroom. But on the show today, we want to focus on the tech that the car brings and how it just takes your driving experience up a notch. So let's dive deeper and know what really the Model Y offers and what Indian consumers can expect from this new electric car.
The Model Y comes in two variants. The rear-wheel drive priced at 59.89 lakh rupees and a long-range RWD version at 67.89 lakh. These are ex-showroom prices, and yes, that's before you add in optional extras like paint jobs or software upgrades. The standard RWD Model Y gives you about 500 kilometers on a full charge. With the long-range model, you are looking at a claimed 622 kilometers. And even though this isn't the performance trim, you still get 0 to 100 in under 6 seconds. That's as fast as a sports car.
Now here's the interesting bit. Both versions are available in 6 color options. But here's the catch. Only the stealth grey variant comes at no extra cost. If you want any of the other shades, be ready to shell out a premium anywhere between 95,000 rupees to 1.85 lakh. Now, this red beauty comes with an additional cost of 1.85 lakhs. And of all the cars that I've seen, I think this one looks the best.
Now let's get to the juicy bit. What kind of tech is packed inside this car that costs 60 lakh rupees? Is it really that futuristic? Or is it just all Elon Musk hype and there's not a lot beyond just a touchscreen?
The first thing that most customers want to check in a tech-loaded car like the Model Y is the infotainment system. Inside of the Model Y, by the way, the first thing that you will notice is that there is no instrument cluster and no buttons, just a massive 15-inch touchscreen floating in the middle of the dashboard. And this big screen, by the way, controls just about everything in the car, except that it cannot make you breakfast.
You can use climate controls, maps, music, use streaming services like Netflix and YouTube, and even play high-definition games on this massive display. Even the rear passenger get their own 8-inch screen. And you can even control all of this with Grok AI. Not bad for family road trips, right?
Now this next bit and the section of this show, which is a favorite of mine and also especially for the tech nerds, is that this kind of gets us very exciting about what the Model Y offers. In the car, you get 8 cameras. 8! That's more cameras than you get on your flagship phone these days. And these cameras, by the way, help you get a full 360-degree view of the entire car. Now, it's also got a tech called Tesla Vision, and basically it doesn't come with any radar, which means that all of the autopilot system and also the collision system is based on the camera. And it also includes a built-in dash cam that can save footage automatically if it senses a crash. So, in terms of passenger safety, this car is absolutely tech-loaded.
And if you want to go all in, Tesla is offering its full self-driving package in India as an optional upgrade. That doesn't mean the car will drive itself tomorrow, because regulations in India won't allow it. However, as soon as Tesla gets a green light for self-driving tech in India, the tech's sitting there.
So with the Model Y, it's just not about the flashy screens inside of the car. The car also comes with heat pump tech, including something called an octo-valve, which ensures that the car stays energy efficient even in extreme weather conditions. And we all know that in India, the weather can get a bit extreme. So I think this tech just helps you drive.
You get ventilated front seats, heated rear seats, ambient lighting, and this giant all-glass panoramic roof that stretches from front to back. The only problem is that it doesn't have a cover, which forces me to wonder what people will do during extremely hot summer days.
And of course, it wouldn't be a Tesla without having some serious connected features. Right now, with the Tesla app, you can lock and unlock the car remotely, pre-cool or preheat the cabin before you get in, track the car's real-time location, and even view live camera feeds if someone is snooping near your car. It has a problem like that. Now, not only that, the app also lets you schedule charging during peak hours to check software updates. You can also do that in the app, and even it flashes lights or even honks if you are trying to spot the car maybe in the parking or a crowded area. So all of this tech in the car just makes it fascinating.
Now what about charging? In India, the Model Y supports up to 250 kilowatt fast charging, which gives you over 250 kilometers of range in around 15 minutes. Tesla is also planning to roll out its supercharger network in India, starting with Mumbai and Delhi. If that happens at scale, we could be looking at a game changer for EV adoption here.
Now let's address the big picture over here. Is Tesla coming to India going to shake up the Indian auto market? You see, on one hand, this is indeed going to force Indian automakers to really step up their tech game. Now Tesla, by the way, has stiff competition in India against the likes of Tata, Mahindra, Kia and Volvo, and they've all been dabbling in EVs for a while now, but none of them come close to the kind of software ecosystem that Tesla offers. And we're talking about over-the-air updates that improve your overall car's performance. So yes, while there is competition out there, I still think that Tesla has a slight edge.
But on the other hand, let's not forget the Model Y is still a luxury import with a luxury price tag. The car attracts 70% import duties and no local manufacturing yet. So clearly, we're not exactly talking about a mass market disruptor here. And without a widespread supercharger network or FSD approval, it does not make sense to buy it right now.
So here's the thing, Tesla's India entry is not just any car launch, it's a tech statement by Elon Musk. And also I feel it's a wake-up call for the competition in India. And if the past is anything to go by, this one company has a habit of dragging the entire industry forward like it has done globally. But don't forget that many auto brands have come to India, fought hard and perished. But with Tesla here, can we say that we have the roads and the infrastructure and also the high-end EV market? Is India really ready for that? Will the charging infrastructure get better with this car? Well, we will find out soon enough. Picture this, it's late in the night at 2 a.m. A top AI engineer at Apple hits the submit button on their resignation. No prior intimation, no press release. They just take off, and within hours, they're on stage shaking hands with Mark Zuckerberg at a rival company. Sounds like something out of a drama series, right? But in a way, this is reality, as big tech companies are now poaching talent from their rivals for big money and with a promise of AI glory. And this has kind of kicked off a full-blown AI war, the AI talent battlefield where no company is safe and the engineers aren't hired, they are stolen.
Enabling you to build any AI app.
Facebook is one of the most used products. We're doubling the tokens per minute for all of our established GPT-4 customers.
Blending digital content with the
You see, the talent war is no metaphor. It's a full-blown conflict. For instance, recently Meta lured Apple's head of foundation models, Roaming Pang, with a multi-year package reportedly worth tens of millions annually. Some sources say the amount is more than $200 million. That's more than 1,700 crore in Indian rupees. And why is this man being paid so much money? You see, Pang has been instrumental in the creation of Apple Intelligence, the same AI in your iPhones and Apple products. Despite losing Pang, Apple has been struggling with the release of Apple Intelligence on older iPhones. Industry insiders now speculate the departure has set back model training by 2 to 3 months. But for Meta, Pang isn't just another hire.
To put people back into our experience of technology.
Zuckerberg has hired him to be a part of this super intelligence team to build advanced AI systems that can rival OpenAI, Google, and Anthropic. Meta's AI division now has over 3,000 AI engineers, more than any other single tech company. In another instance, after Pang's move, news was flying around that OpenAI was looking to close a $3 billion deal with an AI coding startup called Windsurf. The company was looking to supercharge its coding tools, but even Sam wasn't prepared for what was about to happen next. The deal collapsed because of a tech conflict with Microsoft. You see, Windsurf has technology that was competing with Microsoft, and despite OpenAI being willing to pay $3 billion, the deal collapsed due to Microsoft's refusal to carve out IP access.
Any AI app, any agent, using any data, all running on world-class infrastructure.
This was an opportunity lost for OpenAI. But to make things worse, out came Google, flew in and swooped the Windsurf talent right from under OpenAI's nose. So Google did not buy the company. Instead, it hired the guys running the company. DeepMind hired Windsurf's CEO Varun Mohan, the co-founder Douglas Chen, and top researchers with a $2.4 billion tech and talent deal. Now, Google did not directly acquire Windsurf to circumvent any antitrust laws and regulations. Instead, bought the talent and the tech with all the IPs. Google essentially valued each elite engineer at $20 million plus, higher than some tech startups. This smart move is something the tech industry is calling reverse acqui-hire, which is like a talent plus license deal and not a full acquisition.
Now remember, it is just not about the technology and the talent here. It's also about the big money that's being poured in. And I'll tell you why all of this feels kind of crazy. Apple CEO Tim Cook, by the way, earns around $75 million per annum. And now Pang, who was his junior at Apple, is flaunting a $200 million paycheck. And this is a multi-year paycheck, by the way. And Tim would be fuming. What's going on here? And Google's approach, by the way, spend $2.4 billion now, license the Windsurf tech, grab top engineers, and then leverage them to grow its AI division without attracting any kind of antitrust scrutiny. And I think this ploy is really good.
It's already been a big day. But
Apple CEO Tim Cook earns about $75 million per annum. And now Pang, who was his junior at Apple, is flaunting a $200 million paycheck for the year now. Tim would be fuming.
You can build any AI app.
And what's Google's approach? Spend $2.4 billion now, license the Windsurf tech, grab top engineers, and then leverage them to grow its AI division without attracting any antitrust scrutiny.
The metaverse gives us an opportunity.
Mark Zuckerberg also said Meta is investing hundreds of billions in AI and data centers to dominate the field, with Andrew Bosworth, Meta's CTO, calling this poaching simply logic and even calling this war. This is war, and in war, you don't wait, you move.
Facebook is one of the most specialist products.
This is almost like the bidding wars you see in sports like cricket, where a franchise with big purses splurges to get the top talent to play for the team. But using big money to poach talent this way, is this ethical? What have the top hats in AI said about this? And what does it mean for AI overall? Job listings for AI roles are up 75% year on year. And yet only 10,000 people globally are considered highly skilled in building frontier AI models. Out of them, just 2,000 have actually done it at scale. And this scarcity also means that Apple, Meta, OpenAI, and even Google can pay enough to win. The question is this right? When does this stop? And what about the smaller players who can't spend as much? Let's address the ethics part first. Sam Altman of OpenAI criticized Meta's poaching as distasteful, arguing real mission beats money-packed mercenaries. Mark Chen, OpenAI chief researcher, said it felt as if someone has broken into our home and stolen something. While ethics might be questioned here, it's all legal. On the flip side, there are those who say that money doesn't guarantee loyalty. The culture, values, and vision matter as well.
And not only that, the tech industry presents a glaring paradox with this. Now, Meta laid off around 3,600 employees in 2025, and Amazon also cut around 14,000 managerial positions by early 2025, prioritizing efficiency because of what AI is doing. Now, even Apple saw over 600 layoffs in 2024, yet their CEOs are thriving. In 2024, by the way, Mark Zuckerberg's compensation rose to around $27.2 million, somewhere around that. And Andy Jassy's, who is the Amazon CEO, his compensation hit around $40.1 million. Now, is this the future? Is AI really replacing the majority of the workforce with only the cream, the top of the company hats, the top hats, earning big money? What about the middle and the lower level guys here? What will happen to them? So finally, who can we say is winning this AI war with all of the big money and talent? Now, here's the twist. Nobody is actually winning this, not just yet, because there is no AI blueprint for performance or safety right now. You cannot predict how AI will develop in the future. Even in the past, tech poaching has happened that didn't really yield any kind of results. Uber poached Google's self-driving tech, but it did not work out for them. Even OpenAI got Ilya Sutskever, who was one of the opening founders of OpenAI from Google, is where he came. So top talent really doesn't mean that you will hit instant success. So I would just say it's too early to tell whether top talent will translate to results. Remember what happened with DeepSeek and Moonshot AI. These Chinese startups built GPT-4 level models with much fewer resources and money. Right now, I see that power is consolidating in only a few boardrooms, but at what cost? One thing is clear. As long as smart people are the ultimate resource and the supply is limited, the turf war will intensify. And this war isn't about who builds the smartest AI. It's about who owns the future of intelligence itself. We're back with our AMA segment with Sana, and I think that she has a question from one of our viewers. Hey Sana, hit me.
Hey Cyrus, so Rajiv wants to know whether, with more software shifting to the cloud, is it still worth building a high-end PC?
That's a great question, Rajiv. So, cloud PCs operate differently compared to what your regular home desktops or laptops do. So, you can customize your hardware with some top-of-the-line specifications and accessories, but there is no such utility right now with cloud PCs. For example, you can use your work desktop as a gaming station as well by upgrading the graphics and the RAM, and it serves both purposes. Not only that, for gaming you can use it, but also for video editing, and it requires heavy graphics, right? So the amount of graphic processing that a desktop can do, you cannot do with a cloud PC. However, you can have other utility with a cloud PC. If you are someone who wants basic office work done and wants option to access your content anywhere in the world, then a cloud PC makes sense. Also remember, with cloud PC, you can also get to save up money with easy software access and subscription costs. So I think of the two, you better choose wisely. Okay, now moving on. Sana, I was chatting with one of my office colleagues one day, and they asked a very pertinent question. Now, some smartphone companies are sharing 6 to 7 years of software updates with their phones, but he believes that instead of focusing on software and other things, they should focus on improving the battery life that the phone has. While I have my take on this, what do you think?
This is a tricky one. Smartphone companies battle various hurdles to procure batteries to add to the device. While many companies are switching to new battery technologies to last longer, they offer software updates, knowing that the phone will be able to last that long.
Also, keep in mind that the phone's battery health drops around 60 to 70% at an average in 5 to 6 years, depending on how you are charging or using it. But companies are right now using silicon carbon batteries for new phones, which is a much better tech and enhances the overall life of the battery and adds more capacity without adding extra bulk. So yes, while software update timelines are growing, battery tech is also getting better with your phone. So I hope that really helped you. And thank you so much, Sana, for your help. And I will see you next week.
Thank you, Cyrus. See you soon.
The current scenario in the tech space teaches us a valuable lesson, and the valuable lesson is upskilling and why it is relevant to stand out from the crowd. I want to hear what you have to say about this. What do you think is the future of humans and AI? Write to us, and do not forget to tune in next week for a brand new episode of Tech Today with me, Cyrus, and I'll have something very interesting to show you from the future of gadgets and AI. This is Cyrus signing off. Take care.